Call this meeting to order. Tuesday, June 6, 2023. 7 p.m. City of Somerton regular council meeting. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Roll call.
Councilwoman Martha Gonzalez,
Present.
Councilwoman Lorena Delgadillo,
Present.
Mayor Gerardo Anaya,
Present.
Vice Mayor Jesus Roldan. Present. Councilman Juan Castillo.
Present.
Councilman Luis Galindo.
Present.
Councilman Miguel Villapando. Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you. We're going to invite all the alumni standouts to come and we're going to take a picture. We're going to stand and all you guys in front of us.
Jeez.
You guys can stay for the meeting if you want, but
It's only 2 hours.
we'll move on. Call to the public. Anybody from the public wishing to address council?
Mayor, we have no one.
We have one proclamation, elder abuse awareness.
Elder Abuse Awareness Day. Whereas older adults deserve to be treated with respect and dignity to enable them to serve as leaders, mentors, volunteers, and vital participating members of our communities. And whereas the mayor's office, along with the city council and Western Arizona Council of Governments, Area Agency on Aging, recognize the importance of taking action to raise awareness, prevent and address elder abuse. And whereas as our population lives longer, we are presented with an opportunity to think about our collective needs and future as a city. And ageism and social isolation are major causes of elder abuse in the United States. And recognizing that it is up to all of us to ensure that proper social structures exist so people can retain community and societal connections, reducing the likelihood of abuse. And whereas preventing abuse of older adults through maintaining and improving social supports like senior centers, human services, and transportation will allow everyone to continue to live as independently and possible and contribute to the life and vibrancy of our communities. And whereas where there is justice, there can be no abuse. Therefore, the mayor's office and members of the city council, along with Western Arizona Council of Governments, Area Agency of Aging, urge all people to restore justice by honoring older adults. Join us in our engaging and empowering movement in putting an end to abuse. Now therefore, I, Gerardo Anaya, Mayor of the City of Somerton, do hereby proclaim June 15th, 2023 as Elder Abuse Awareness Day and encourage all our citizens to recognize and celebrate older adults and their ongoing contributions to the success and vitality of our community, and urge all citizens to continue their support of the Somerton Senior Center's programs and activities.
We have two members of our senior center. Vamos a invitar que vengan para tomarnos una foto. We have two items in consent agenda: approval of amendment of city manager employment agreement with Lizandro Galaviz and approval of revised IGA between Yuma Union High School and the City of Somerton. Does any member of council want to remove an item from consent agenda? Is there a motion? The motion by Councilwoman Gonzalez, second by Councilman Galindo. Those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We have one presentation. Official update regarding 851 West Main Street.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. The item before you is an update on the city-owned property described as 851 West Main Street. Do I have control of this right here? Oh, here we go. Just can't see it here, but it's up there. Thank you. Mayor and Council, I want to share with you what has been happening at the site, 851 West Main Street, since the last time we discussed this. So I took this photograph a couple of weeks ago. We have since the last time I presented the property to you, Mayor and Council, staff has surfaced the lot with asphalt millings and striped 44 parking spaces at a 90-degree angle. And this provides an overflow parking area for the community center there. And it actually looks really nice when you look at it from the air. I was very impressed at how clean it looks versus how it used to be with the chain link fence and the old structure. And that's where the state of the property is right now. And it's still able to be developed under any of the options that we discussed last time in my previous presentation, because these are non-permanent improvements. We can just go back in there and remove the asphalt millings, or we can continue leaving it as such until we decide to do something with the property. But that is the current state of 851 West Main Street, and I just wanted to share with you how it looks.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Thank you, Sophie.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council.
Moving on to old business, discussion of possible action to approve second reading by title only of ordinance number 2023-001.
Mayor and council, the item before you on the agenda is a request to approve the second reading by title only of ordinance number 2023-001. Mayor and council, this is an ordinance that approves the rezoning for APN 19533 026, a 9.72 acre parcel from C1 with infill incentive overlay to C2 general commercial with infill incentive overlay. This is for the Pericone property on Main Street that's being rezoned from C1 to C2. If there are no further questions, staff's recommendation is to approve the second reading by title only.
Any questions or comments? Is there a motion to approve second reading by title only of ordinance number 2023-001?
So moved, Mayor.
The motion by Vice Mayor Roldan. Second by Councilman Galindo. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Could you go to the ordinance, please? Right. Mayor and council, this is ordinance number 2023-001. An ordinance of the City of Somerton amending ordinance number 2015-002 and rezoning certain areas in the city for real property described herein as APN 19533 026, a 9.72 acre parcel more or less from C1 neighborhood commercial with infill incentive overlay to C2 general commercial with infill incentive overlay.
Is there a motion to approve ordinance number 2023-001?
So moved, Mayor.
So motion by Vice Mayor Roldan,
Second.
second by Councilman Castillo. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, council.
So,
Item number 1, discussion of possible action to approve resolution number 2023-008.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. Araceli Juarez, Chief of Police, to petition before you a resolution for a grant request for the Tohoto O'odham Nation for the amount of $27,841.84 for some trikes that'll be helpful at the new high school and to be able to allow the officers to move expeditedly in special events.
Any questions or comments? Is there a motion to approve resolution number 2023-008? A motion by Councilwoman Gonzalez, second by Councilwoman Delgadillo. Those in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Mayor.
The second item is discussion of possible action to approve renewal of contract and sole source procurement of body worn cameras.
Mayor and Council, good evening again. So this one is gonna be a renewal of body worn cameras that the officers currently carry. They're Axon Enterprise. And we're seeking before you a contract of 5 years that'll start with 20 of the amount. I don't have the exact amount, it's 23,000 and change. But the total amount will be 117,434.38.
Questions or comments?
Mayor, if I may add one more thing, this will be the amount of this money that we're asking will be covered by the DEMA grant that it should be coming here in the next few months, next few days, hopefully.
Villalpando's not here, sole source, no? Is there a motion? A motion by Councilwoman Delgadillo, second by Vice Mayor Roldan. Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Mayor.
Item number 3, discussion of possible action to approve purchase of 2022 Ford Escape.
Good evening, Mayor, council members. The request is from the court requesting the approval lease purchase of a new vehicle through Alexander Ford local purchase. The court, we have two quotes from one from the usual place in Peoria with a cost on a vehicle of $44,354.07. Bill Alexander Ford, local dealership, is giving us a $35,313.08 quote. The court is asking mayor and council to waive the procurement policy and allow the court to purchase locally, resulting from a code being lower than the state, that the state contract is providing. This purchase is similar to other purchases made in the past by Judge Figueroa. We were advised that the court in the past and now qualifies for the income status through fourth credit, section 103 of the IRS code, which my understanding is that there is a clause that allows the dealership, local dealership, to make contracts with government entities for a purchase such as this. There was a vehicle purchased by the court. That vehicle is being picked up by Parks and Recreations, I believe. And therefore that monies that were allocated to pay for that vehicle will be allocated now for the vehicle that we're going to be purchasing.
Since the bid is lower, it's not a government, state contract, are we allowed to?
Yes, we looked into that. The mayor and council is allowed to waive the application of that section of the procurement code. In fact, it's a benefit to the community. You're saving local funds by going with a local dealership. So yes, the state contract provider is much higher than the quote that we got here locally. Okay.
Thank you.
Close to $10,000, I think. In the purchase of this vehicle will be like has been in the past with the court enhancement fund.
Any
Mayor,
questions, or comments?
with that said, I would like to make a motion to the purchase of the 2022 Ford Escape through Alexander Ford.
And we would like you to state, we're waiving the procurement section.
Okay, and also waiving the procurement policy since the local bidder is less than the state contract. The amount of $35,313 with 8 cents plus tax and fee.
So motion by Vice Mayor Roldan,
Second, Mayor.
second by Councilman Galindo. Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, council members.
Item number 4, discussion of possible action to appoint Sandra Magaña as new member of the Somerton Parks and Rec Commission.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Sandra Magaña is a longtime resident of the City of Somerton and has been an active member in the community, looking to get involved to support the parks projects and recreational programs. As a veteran Somerton School District teacher and former Yuma County Somerton Branch Library staff, Mrs. Magaña is willing to directly come in and volunteer to complement the vision of the Parks and Recreation Commission. We attached the letter of interest that she submitted. Mrs. Magaña is here tonight. I would like to introduce you. Some of you already probably know her, but she's a very active member in the community.
Sure.
On the spot.
Well, if appointed, I'm looking forward to work with Angelica and her team and to support our community and the vision that we have for current activities for our children, the families, and any future adventures that we can, start creating for them. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions or comments?
Thank you very much, Ms. Magaña, for volunteering. It's always great to see our own community members participate in these commissions. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Parks and Rec Commission and, helping to the city. And I know you'll do good. You're always vested in the community and in the youth groups and, school and library. So I think you have what it takes and congratulations y bienvenida.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you.
We haven't appointed her yet.
I think by being here, she accepted.
Councilman Castillo.
Angelica, do we have other vacants in this commission?
Yeah, it will be 2 seats, but if we get Mrs. Magaña approved tonight, it will be only one more. Mhm.
And also Juan Figueroa. first.
Yeah. Nominate Juan Figueroa?
Juan?
Yeah. Yeah. No? Yeah.
No, try to let.
We'll nominate Juan too.
Mayor, if I may. No, again, you bring up a good point, and there is one more seat. So if you do know of anyone that would like to support the Parks and Rec, please have them send their letter of interest to Angelica so we can bring them to the council for approval.
Juan Antonio Figueroa.
Let's reach for
So
that.
the one seat, is it because it's vacant or the people that are there, their term expired?
No, it's just a vacant.
Okay, thank
Yes. Position.
I'll make a motion to appoint Sandra Magaña to the Somerton Parks and Recreation Commission.
A motion by Councilman
I'll
Castillo,
second that, Mayor.
second by Vice Mayor Roldan. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Welcome.
Thank you.
Item number 5, discussion and possible action to contract James Davy and Associates for engineering design of Northeast Sewer Lift Station.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council. I'm presenting on behalf of Public Works. So Jim Davy and Associate is one of our engineer firms that are already selected to work on water and wastewater improvement projects. Mr. David submitted their proposal for this project, and after the Public Works Department review, the proposed cost is for $60,950 for the design only. That will include the design for a new sewer lift station and force main on the northeast section of the city. We're talking about the area just north of the golf course, that area, that's the northeast. The city needs a new lift station there, and the purpose of having the design ready is to be shovel ready for potential grant funding in the future for the construction. So tonight, the request is for council to approve the contract with James Davy and Associates to perform the engineering design services for the new northeast sewer lift station and the force main project with a total cost of $60,950. This is a CIP project in the water and the wastewater division, and it's already approved for fiscal year 23. Do you have any questions for me?
Any questions or comments? I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna open development in that area, and especially with what we heard in Washington with other infrastructure funding. Hopefully we can get this going and be ready for that funding.
And that's the idea, to be proactive and have the design ready in case that the funding becomes available. We are going to have a shovel-ready project.
Is there a motion?
So moved, Mayor.
It's a motion by Councilwoman Delgadillo. Second by Councilwoman Gonzalez. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item number 6, discussion of possible action to approve resolution number 2023-009.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council, this is a standard process when municipalities encroach into Bureau of Reclamation lands or right-of-way, which is basically the state of Arizona. So this item is a request to approve resolution number 2023-009. This is for a 10-inch water line that has been already built and installed back in 2019 as part of the
Del Sol Distribution Center, water line expansion.
Okay.
Back at the end of 2022, we were contacted by the Bureau of Reclamation, letting us know that the contract was already prepared and they were gonna be sending it to us. Part of the process of signing this contract requires a resolution approved by council, allowing the city manager to sign that contract with the Bureau of Reclamation. Again, this is a very standard procedure. Any questions? from-
Any questions or comments?
Make a motion to approve resolution number 2023-009.
A motion by Vice Mayor Roldan,
Second, Mayor.
second by Councilman Galindo. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Summary of current events.
Mayor, if I have Chief Juarez come up.
Mayor and council, good evening again. Just to report that last week, the Yuma County had a gathering for all the 911 dispatchers where they celebrated and selected a peak performer. We selected Kate Lopez as one of our outstanding dispatchers. We're also working on hiring 2 dispatchers and 2 officers. And we have 1 person in the background stage, so we're working on that one. And the last thing I just want to, I know the captain and the lieutenant are not here right now, but I'd like to thank them publicly because them 2 were the champions behind the entire grant that the DEMA granted us, and they were the ones doing all the homework and revising numbers and making all those phone calls. So I just want to publicly recognize them for all their hard work. Thank you.
Mayor, just an update on at least administration. We continue to work on the budget. We've sent out some dates or follow-ups, work sessions. We continue to work with finance on that, and it's looking better. And we hope to have some numbers for you to be able to present to you, or at least provide you an update next week. And that's all we have.
Councilwoman Gonzalez.
Just a reminder that we have the vaccine clinic Thursday, the 8th from 3 to 6 at the Somerton Cultural Center.
Councilman Castillo.
I have nothing, Mayor.
Councilwoman Delgadillo.
I have nothing, Mayor.
Councilman Galindo.
I don't have anything. Thank you.
Vice Mayor.
Nothing, Mayor.
Last week, Somerton hosted Forefronted. All the communities were here, all the mayors, city managers, and economic development staff were here. So had a meeting, and also I attended the new Consul de Mexico welcome ceremony at the Yuma Art Center. And also last week, Governor Hobbs and all the law enforcement agencies, along with the mayors, we met here at City Hall and to announce the funding that was given to the communities, which was like the chief said, it was tailored to each community. Each community had a chance to ask for their wants instead of playing politics and sending those conic boxes to the border. They actually asked the law enforcement what was needed, and most of what we requested was given to us. So that's gonna get us ready for if there's a surge, or it's also gonna help our day-to-day operations. So I would like to thank the governor for listening to our communities and stop not playing politics like previous administrations have. With that said, is there a motion to adjourn to executive session? We have three items in the executive session. So motion by Councilwoman Delgadillo,
Second.
second by Councilman Castillo. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. So we're gonna have a 5-minute recess, and we're gonna convene into executive session.